Live is about the 80s retro gaming chat with guests. We've got Andrew from Monumental UK here.
It was like Flash Gordon when they released the Flash song.
Yeah, they weren't a band that I ever saw or anything, so I, weren't on my radar.
Hi everyone and welcome to my latest vlog. Today's the 18th, Saturday the 18th of April. Just about to go and set up for my stream for Nick and Andrea's 80s festival. Gonna pick out some games that were from the 80s and games that were set in the 80s and games that had 80s related stuff in the game, plus consoles, etc. for the stream. Got a few guests popping on the stream. Basically, Nick and Andrea, they were going to go to an 80s festival. They couldn't, what with everything happening, so they decided to do a 80s type reseller marathon thing, like festival, from Friday the 17th up to Monday the 20th. Hopefully you've seen that and you've donated to the Just Giving link. Let me know what were your favourite bits from the Reseller Festival, the 80s Reseller Festival, which streams you like, videos, etc. I've got a couple of hours to go because it's just gone 1 o'clock for my gaming stream for the Nick Hills, Andrew Hills 80s Festival. I'm going to put some music to my iPod via my iTunes. I'll show you some CDs that I got in the last couple of months. So I got Gladiators, the classic Gladiators, Jet Wolf, Hunter, Rhino, Shadow, all sorts. It's got all the classics like Bonnie Tyler, Meatloaf, Queen, the Gladiators theme tune, some of the events. Wolf, your red card, your yellow card, get off! John Anderson. I'll put all the pictures in the video from the band and the Gladiators. So I got an American band Disturbed, their 2018 release, Revolution. Scandinavian band from Sweden, I believe, In Flames. I've got same in the 2019 release, Nuclear Blast, In Flames. Yeah, then I've got a band from UK, I forget quite easily, While She Sleeps. Great British metalcore band, which means they scream and they do soft vocals. As I lay down, a metal band from America. Picked out quite a few. Any Given Day, a German metal band. As you can see, it's got all the bits around it, so it's quite glary at the moment. Children at the Bottom, they've been going since the early 90s, but they've recently broken up. Scandinavian metal band, they're like speed metal as well. Korn, I love Korn, one of my favourite American metal bands, Korn, with their tuned down guitars. Again, the usual Slipknot, We Are Not Your Kind. It's still sealed. And the last one, but not least, hmmm, a very heavy metal band from Germany. Quite political, but they do some really heavy stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing after my gaming stream. So let me know in the comments below what CDs have you got recently, or have you downloaded tracks to your iTunes, or do you use other means of downloading music like Spotify, etc. I'm just about to get the gaming related stuff from the 80s and console out for my stream at 3 PM on Saturday the 18th. Games that were released in the 80s, featured the 80s. For example, you got Miami Vice, take that one. And games that had 80s related stuff in, like Gran Turismo had 80s stuff. So I'll bring this one, Nintendo, all sealed, trying to keep it all fresh. Also I've got like the Gran Turismo's double pack, Vice City Stories. I've got an NES here. So I'll pick them all out and I'll show you in a bit. So I've just pulled out a few games, a console, books and stuff for my gaming stream on Nick and Andrea Hills' 80s Festival Marathon. I pulled out some games that were put out in the 80s, games that were set in the 80s, and games that had 80s related content in. So you've got here Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, Two Ninja Turtles. Dukes of Hazzard was 79 to 84, I believe, or 86. Shenmue 1 and 2 was 80s, late 80s, I believe. Same with that one for the Dreamcast. Here is Gran Turismo, which is a couple of 1, 2 and an extra one, which has 80s related cars inside them. Couple of NES controllers and an NES. It works, German one, but it works in the UK. Console cover from Car in Fisher there, Star Wars related. Then we've got Super Thunder Black, Black Belt and Golden Axe out in the 80s. Then you had Gran Turismo 4, A Spec and Tokyo Geneva, which had 80s cars inside. You've got GTA set in 1986, 84, and then you've got Double Pack, which was Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3. Then a couple of buzzes had 80s questions in. X111, the books were set in 1980s, I think, the books were. So the game's loosely based on that. Miami Vice. Oh, and then a couple of these. 30 Years of Entertainment, Go Retro Gamer, and some annuals. For example, you've got like the Ataris and stuff. So that's what I'll be sharing with you on my stream. Just going to go in this box, which is mainly gaming related, a few CDs and a few magazines. I've got to get these out. So it's Formula 1, which has the disc and the Radical Games demo. So that one has sold. And then it was A Millionaire, Tomb Raider 3, Weakest Link, Knockout Kings, and Army Men 3D. So what I'll do is I'll pull these out, put the picture on of what I sold it for. This one is not great condition, as you can see. Quickly get through. Yeah, it's not great. It's got a name on it. Same with Weakest Link, got a name on the side. Knockout Kings and Army Men had these about 2 years, I think. So glad to get rid of them. So here I am set up for my gaming stream. I've got StreamYard open and YouTube. Because YouTube is about 10-15 seconds ahead of StreamYard. Got my microphone up. Make sure I don't knock the cable. Also I've got the games as well here. Showing them as and when. Should have some lovely guests pop on. So I've got this CD, Nothing Is True and Everything Is Possible, from Enter Shikari, the latest album, plus this signed by the band members Rob Rolfe, Rue Reynolds, Chris Batten and Rory C. So you got like Great Unknown, Crossing the Rubicon, Grimm's Hotel, etc, etc. It comes here, so you pull it out of here, check them out. I might go and get a t-shirt from there, from this latest album. So you get a CD, all that. They were going to go live a couple of weeks ago or last week, but they couldn't. They were going to go live in London, Subterranea, but they're pulling it back to the Alexandra Palace back in the end of the year. So hopefully go to that concert and rock out. Because this CD is basically like, they've got drum and bass, rock, metal, pop, soft music, all sorts entwined in their from their previous albums into one. Say hello, Mr. Ray, say hello. Hello everyone. I've now just finished my gaming stream about 4:30. It's now 4:50. My gaming live stream was about the nostalgia from games from the 80s, 90s, noughties, reliving what we used to love, what games we used to really like, consoles, etc. A lot of people in the chat, which I really appreciated, and donated to the great cause, and a lot of people in the stream as well, which was George Ross, Matt, Retro Reselling 82, Nick, Zahir and Andrew from Monumental. Really appreciated. This live is about the 80s retro gaming chat with guests.
We have some more guests appearing a bit later. We've got Andrew from Monumental UK here.
This, I had, that's the one.
I've got one, yeah. Let me just put myself big. There we go, guys. An NES.
Exactly where you see.
Which obviously is Mario Brothers / Duck Hunt. I'll put it up on the big screen.
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah.
I had the same game pack. Came with my console.
Yeah. In page. Don't worry if you don't get an email. There's a slight delay. At the moment, I'll just refresh there. £3,195 31p. Come on, guys and girls. Let's get to 4,000 plus.
Yeah, loads of games. Then I progressed to had a Master System that was still 80s.
Yeah, 87, 88. Yeah, the big, yeah. And do you ever watch any channels that do like retro gaming or arcade gaming on YouTube or anything?
I tell you what, have you seen the programme with Dara O'Brien?
Go 8-bit.
What you mean on Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Go
good.
8-bit boys, yeah.
I think the first ever console I had was the Atari 2600. That was the first one I had. That's what I can remember playing, like Pole Position, Keystone Capers, just all the really bad games.
I never got into the manager games. I was always just FIFA, and that was it really.
Oh, FIFA, yeah.
And Madden. I thought that Madden game.
I always like a good fox.
No, I did have a big collection about 4 years ago, Mega Drive, Master System. I had quite a big Mega CD collection, Game Boy, Game Gear, and I just sold it. I sold it when the price was really good, to be fair.
I've just literally sold a Canon battery, DSTE for NB-13L battery for £20, a range collection, and the guy just picked it up. It's 5:43, so about 5:35 he came round and collected it. I put it in the porch, done my distancing, messaged me all afternoon about it, because he's got a Canon GX7, I think, Mark III. I couldn't see if it does the Mark III, but it does the Mark II. Said, oh, it should do that, because he's been messaging and looking up as well, so that's okay. I'll put the sale on the video. Thought I would walk out and show you the garden and the sun. It's 7 minutes past 6. I sold these Adidas Copa football boots a few hours ago, size 2 193s. Picked these up for 50p at my last jumble sale, Sparks Hall in Tolworth. I'll put the sale on the video, not too bad. £11.80 plus £3.20 postage, second class, £15, not too bad.
Rematch. We're going to be playing Name the Year 80s.
80s special.
80s special.
I wonder who's going to win.
80s live streams from all sorts of different YouTubers. And tonight we are having a rematch. Those of you that are new to this channel may not be aware. Same panel of myself, Andrea. We have Peter over here. Hi, Pete. Who tonight has come dressed as
Adamant. Tonight, Matthew, I'm Adamant.
Some of our younger viewers will be like, who's that?
Tonight, Matthew, I'm Adamant, lol.
We have A back with us. Hi, A.
Man.
No, younger viewers will be like, somebody's playing back. We have A back with us. Hi, A.
Martha and the Muffins, Echo Beach, what the hell?
Sound to it, doesn't it? There. I can hear it.
It was like Flash Gordon when they released the Flash song.
Yeah, they weren't a band that I ever bought or anything, so I, went on my radar.
Pete's in the lead, badly, again.
It's a kind of magic album. I remember that.
That's about 86, 87.
That's the one.
I have no idea.
That's
Land of Confusion, I would have known.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't play the sound because Lex has got some songs that'll get copyrighted, but look at those two go. Lex on the left and Heather, the Treasure Pirate, on the right, giving it all the biggies, the big uns. 80s style, lol. At the moment, they've raised £3,267.31 out of a 4,000 target they've set. 84 supporters, 81% for the Resellers YouTube Charity Festival. Here's the story. They're going to go to an 80s festival, but they couldn't, just for fun. So keep donating. Hopefully you've liked this vlog from Saturday the 18th of April. Bit of reselling and non-reselling stuff for the Reseller YouTube Charity Festival. And I'll share with you what I've sold as well today. So like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you next one. Till then guys, have fun.